Hello, guys, and welcome to the webinar. We have a good webinar as always. Today, we have Miss Deborah, and she, of course, is our business development manager for Amawaterways. And she's going to talk about something different today. How are you today, Miss Deborah?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Coming
Yeah,
back.
so last time we talked about all things AMA, and basically we touched on Colombia. So I wanted to bring a little bit more information about Colombia this time, since it's now open to sale. In March, we opened up the books, so to speak. So you can book groups, you can book FITs, on Colombia now. So it's going to be a really great itinerary. I'm excited about it.
I'm
So let's
excited
go ahead and
about
get
it too.
started.
All right, take it away.
So obviously the Colombia and the Magdalena River, it is our newest destination. And I'm going to move the screen a little bit. Let me move this so I can see what I'm doing here. Those little cameras are in the wrong place always, right? Okay. All right, sorry about that. So obviously Rudy and Christine, and during the pandemic, we see all the masks. We still have to look at those occasionally. But Rudy and Christine spent some time in Colombia in 2021. They took a trip and embarked on a visit, and it really inspired them to bring the journey to Amawaterways for luxury river cruising down the Magdalena. They said it was an unforgettable experience, something that they were really excited to bring to all of our travelers that love Ama so much. So we say, why Colombia? Well, Colombia, people may not know, but Colombia has UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's full of beautiful nature and bird life. So the bird watchers and someone that wants to get away and just have peace and tranquility, it's a great destination for that. Of course, they have enriching music and a fabulous culture. And we all know about that Colombian coffee that wakes us up in the morning, as well as their cuisine. So they're well known for many, many aspects. The Magdalena River is truly the heart of Colombia, and it's been renowned for its beauty since the 1800s. If you look back in your art history, there are many, many paintings about the Colombia, the Magdalena River. So it's an interesting destination for sure. So the destination. So our cruises are going to run from Cartagena to Barranquilla, and then from Barranquilla to Cartagena, and everything you see on the map in between. The itineraries are called The Wonders of Colombia. It's a 7-night Cartagena to Barranquilla, and that will start March the 30th, 2024, as well as the reverse, which is called The Magic of Colombia, and that is starting April the 6th, 2024, which is Barranquilla to Cartagena. So the itinerary you can see on the map, basically the pathway that the ships will follow. And they actually, if you follow it, Cartagena to Palenque, to Santa Barbara de Pinto, down to Mompox, El Banco, and then makes that loop and comes back, goes to Barranquilla, and then the reverse would start in Barranquilla and go back. So it's quite an interesting destination. We are going to have 2 ships, and they will at no time see each other. So they will always be far enough apart that you always feel like you're alone on that river. So it's an exciting itinerary. And this is the reverse, Barranquilla to Cartagena. So you can see that Santa Barbara de Pinto, Mompox, El Banco, all the way down to Cartagena. So it's going to be a really, really interesting itinerary. And one of the great things about this itinerary is, everybody loves Carnival. So Carnival will be at the start or at the finish, depending on where Barranquilla is in your journey, in your cruise. We have set up, it's going to be a part of every cruise. So you'll always have a Carnival experience. So we think that's a really important factor for Colombia. And we know all the guests will be excited to experience that as well. So here's a glimpse at a rendering of what the Ama Magdalena is going to look like. She's getting close to being finished now. They're putting the decorating touches on her, so to speak. But you can see on the upper deck, there is an outdoor dining space, and we're really excited about that. We have that on the ship in the Nile, and it's been really, really popular. So they brought that to the Ama Magdalena as well. And some of the specifics on the ship, it's a smaller ship, kind of like our ships that we have like in Africa or some of the other destinations that are not quite as big as the ships in Europe. But you can see that all of our rooms, depending on the location, they're still all a twin balcony. So we're really excited about that. There are 30 staterooms, so a total of 60 passengers. So it's quite an intimate experience. You would absolutely get to know everyone on board. There will be 30 crew. And like I said, the rooms are all twin balconies, so nobody gets that room on the bottom level with the windows. Even though I've stayed in that room and it's quite lovely, all of these rooms are twin balconies. The difference is the square footage. So your smallest category C room is going to have 237 square feet, and then it goes up to the 306, 237, then 306, then 516 for the grand suite. So differences is only in the space, but we all have the twin balcony set up. The ship, as you can see on the top deck, does have a pool as well. It has a hair salon, a massage room, as well as a gym. So our land packages are Medellin, Cartagena, and Panama City. So a lot of times people are interested in going to the Panama Canal or to see Panama City. And with your ocean cruising, you don't get a lot of opportunity to get off the ship during that Panama City stay. So this is an option for maybe some of your ocean cruisers that want to explore Panama City more. So it is a great destination, and I just wanted to, go over a few highlights about Colombia. If you have any questions at all, any of you, feel free to contact me or Ama Reservations. We're happy to talk about the itinerary and answer any questions that you might have. One of the things that I wanted to do today was to go over some in the booking incentives for you guys. There's a lot of them, which is great. But some of the really great things advisors don't always know about that I really like to make sure you do. I used to be a travel agent, and this was how I experienced AMA for the first time. I sold my 5 sailings and got to go on a free cruise. So it's important that you guys know all of your booking incentives as well as the ones that benefit you more than just pay. So if you sell 5 bookings or on any 2023 sailing by December, and they have to sail by December the 31st, 5 sailings gets you a free sailing on any of our smaller ships or regular ships, and then 10 for the Ama Magna, and that's for a 7-night sailing. So it's quite a good deal. And then, of course, we have extended our complimentary land offer, which is on select sailings of Europe and Egypt. Therefore, select sailings for 2023 as well as 24, and that has been extended till June the 30th. So that's been so popular. So keep up the good work and selling those cruises with the free land. So as your consortia ensemble, you have a certain amenities that are exclusive to your consortia, and you have a block program. And your amenities are that each person booking gets $150 onboard credit, so a total of $300 onboard credit per stateroom. You get a 25% commission on ensemble for booking departures combinable with promotion offers. So a 25% bonus commission, that's pretty great. Like I said, your onboard credit can go up to 300, so it's 150 per person. And then the block program gives you special pricing, and you can see it's all the different destinations. This is an example, and I have provided Tara with the block amenity program, as well as all of the flyers. So she can send those out to you guys. That has all of these dates on it, as well as the pricing and your group amenity, which is the onboard credit. So it's kind of a quick reference sheet. If somebody comes in and says, hey, I want to go on Wilhelmshaven to Budapest on the romantic Danube, you can quickly look at this and see, well, there's an April 3rd, July, August 12th. So you can see the sailings right away. And those are the ones that you would get the highest commission, and you would be able to offer your guests 150 onboard credit for those sailings. So it's a really great deal. And it's something that your consortia provides to you to give you that extra edge in when booking. And this is just more sailings, just to give you an idea of the differences of all the way down to the Mekong. So it's quite a lot of sailings. And I think there was even one more sheet that I didn't put on here as well. And just to keep in mind, let your guests know, sometimes people say, well, it's pretty much all inclusive. So what are we going to spend the onboard credit on? Well, remember to tell them that they can use that onboard credit for their gratuities. They can shop in the gift shop. You can do optional tours. If there is some on your cruise, most all of the tours are included, but occasionally there is an optional tour. Or there's the massage services as well as the hairdresser. One of the newest things that's come out most recently, it's on select departures through, I believe, June 30th. There is what we call our Air Plus. So this is fixed air pricing, and it's economy air at $8.99 US, $1,099 for Canada. Premium economy air is at $22.99, and business class air is at $42.99. So this, if it's outside a certain booking time, I believe it's 90 days out, you can do the Air Plus. If it's inside that mark, then of course it would be current air prices. But this allows you to quote this outside that 90-day mark for your clients. Get that air included. If they say, oh, the air is too expensive right now, and you can say, well, I can offer you economy air at $8.99. Deposit on that air, deposit on the trip. Now everything is booked and your client is good to go and doesn't need to worry about whether or not they can get air. So it's a really great program. So I highly recommend that when you're making your reservations for your cruises and you're calling in to talk to reservation, make sure that you ask about the Air Plus program and see if the cruise that you're looking at qualifies. It's a really great program. And also more tools for you as a travel advisor. Don't forget about the TA portal. You can do all sorts of things on there. If you've not been on there lately, please take a moment to go on and look. We have an online booking engine now where you can check and quote prices, you can make payments, and you can actually extend reservations, you can make reservations. So it's a really great place to go, as well as if you looked for the promotion, you couldn't find them, all your promotions are going to be listed here. So when you are quoting, you want to make sure that you have all the promotions applied. You can see everything that's listed. Also, your FAM trips are located here as well. As soon as you sign on, you're going to see a tab to the left, and it has all of your choices that you can click and see everything from promotions to your FAM trips. So it's a wealth of information. I highly recommend, if you haven't been on in a while, to check it out. And as well as the TA portal having information, there's also a learning program, and we have a new course right now that's called Group Business. So if you're interested in doing groups, it explains the whole group process and how easy it is. I can tell you that our group process is really, really great. We assign you a group coordinator, and they pretty much put the contract together, explain everything to you. All you have to provide is the date, where you want to go, and how many rooms you want to start with. So if you're interested, you can check that out. And also, for those of you that do go on the TA portal and complete the AMA Academy, when you make a booking within the first 90 days of when you've completed it, you earn a $50 gift card. So who doesn't like free money, right? So that's really the end of my presentation for today. But of course, I'd like to open it back up to questions. Tara, if you have anything you'd like to ask, I'd love to answer any of your questions.
The only one question that I did have was for the promo code. When does it expire? Is it yearly? I know it's only for our agency, so they just have to type it in. Well, I know it's only for ensemble partners, but they type it in as their booking. But is there an expiration date on it?
It's just for 2023. So that code will be good till the end of the year. So every year they come out with new block codes, new block sailings, as well as if the amenities change, they address it yearly. So that code that's on the flyers that I sent you is good till the end of the year.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So is there anything else new that's coming up? Like, we're excited about Colombia. Is
I'm
anything else?
excited about Colombia too. That's pretty much it. The air was coming up. I couldn't remember if I mentioned, I think I alluded to it. I'm really excited about that because I know from being a travel agent, that was really the thorn in my side, so to speak, is
Yeah.
always dealing with air. And right now air is so volatile and people are worried, like, am I going to be able to get air at a decent price?
Right.
So this is a really great way when people are looking at their cruise a year out and you're trying to get them booked, you can say, hey, for $8.99, I can give you economy air or all the way up to business air. And we can deposit on that and you're guaranteed that air is there. So it's a really great way to ease your customer's mind about that air. And I know I just went to Europe and came back, and it was a seminar on the river for me. So my company booked my air a week out and it was so expensive. And I had no choice on the schedule. They're like, we're sorry, it's not ideal. But the next choice, I think my air was like, I want to say it was around 1,300.
Oh
They
my
said,
gosh.
but they said the next choice was 3,700. This was economy.
Oh my gosh.
So, it can be quite crazy right now. So this is a great way to, like I said, secure that air and ease your customers' minds. So,
I like that. I like that. But no, besides that, I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much.
oh,
Um,
you're welcome.
Once we release the video, if the agents have any questions, they can, email me or email you. Either way, it doesn't matter. But I love updates. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank you
welcome.
for the
Well,
update.
I think we should do this like every couple of months.
I agree too.
Or if I have something new, I'll just send you an email and say, hey, let's do another one. I've got something great to tell you. That way
Listen,
your
just
agents are informed of everything that's going on. I would really love it if they would go onto the TA portal and look at the promotions, but I know good and well they're busy. They don't have time to do that. So I think it's easy to watch a video and kind of get it, in your mind and know where to go to get it if you need it. So
this is true. This is true. So I'm gonna email you my link again. Just save my link whenever you want. Um, uh, a session with us. Listen, just schedule. Listen, we love webinars. Trust me, we need as many as we can get. So many different things to learn about. Your brand, all brands. It's so many. So let's figure the more that they the suppliers get in front of the agents, the more that the agents are going to remember the suppliers.
absolutely. Well, I did my seminar on the river on the Ama Magna, and I had not been on the Ama Magna since I saw her in construction. So it was really great to experience her in person, so to speak. And it was just lovely. I did the gems of Southeast Europe.
Wow.
And I can't say that was my first pick for an itinerary, but I really didn't know what it was about until I got there. And it was amazing. It was magical. And the ship was beautiful. I really, really loved it. Highly recommend the Ama Magna. The only thing about the Ama Magna is it's so amazing. I'm afraid it's going to spoil people, but it's great with the pickleball court and all the different restaurants. We probably didn't have that the last time we talked.
I think we did talk about the
Did we
pickleball
talk about
a
that?
little. I think
Well,
we did.
they
I remember
have,
that.
it's from full swing and pickleball is crazy in
Wow.
Florida. So everybody's enjoying that. But it was a magical time. So if you have anybody that's interested in the gems of Southeast Europe and they need to have some pictures or to hear some input about it, or the Ama Magna, tell them to give me a call. I'd be more than happy to brag on all of my fun stuff.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Deborah. But yep, go ahead and schedule the next one. Listen, we are ready when you are. Thank you so much for
Okay,
the update.
sounds good. All
Thank
right. Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you. You have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Bye-bye.
You too.